Welcome back. Let's bring you the ground realities of a city like Mumbai, where 25 lives were lost due to wall and building collapse incidents across the city. The total figure now stands at 25, at least 16 killed in Chembur after a wall collapse. 4 children were among the 16 killed in Chembur, while in Vikhroli, 7 people lost their lives after a house collapsed. Rescue operations are underway at both these locations as more people are feared to be trapped under the debris. In other incidents, a 16-year-old boy was killed after a wall collapse in Bhandup in Mumbai, while a man died because of electrocution in Andheri. The IMD has forecasted heavy rains for the next 24 hours in Mumbai and suburbs. All agencies have been put on high alert and have been asked to respond with immediate relief in case of an emergency. Let's listen into some inputs coming in this regard.
कल रात 300 mm से भी ज़्यादा बारिश होने के कारण जो ये पूरा हिल स्लोप है उसके ऊपर वहाँ पे प्रोटेक्शन वॉल भी थी, फिर भी मिट्टी का काफ़ी ज़्यादा बड़ा जो हीप है वो नीचे आने के कारण कुछ झोपड़ियों का यहाँ वो गिर गई और उसके कारण 7 लोगों की अभी तक मृत्यु हो चुकी है और अभी रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन का काम शुरू है और एरिया बहुत कंजेस्टेड होने के कारण जहाँ मशीनरी और व्हीकल्स वहाँ नहीं जा पा रहे हैं.
My colleague Disha Shah is on ground tracking the details for us. Disha, where exactly are you at the moment? If you can show us around, what is the plight of the people? Because for unsuspecting innocent people to suddenly come under this kind of incidents, we know how painful that is, but take us through the details and what you have found out so far about these incidents that have taken a toll on human life in Mumbai.
Well, Afrida, this is the story that happens every year in the city of Mumbai. Whenever there are heavy rains, then we see either wall collapses or house collapses, and then it just remains on paper and inquiries being ordered, but later, of course, nothing sort really happened. And today, of course, in the last 24 hours, 25 people lost their lives in different incidents, and that is due to heavy rains. This is something very, sad and shocking at this point. But starting with Chembur, we are here in Chembur itself, but we are not exactly at the location where the wall collapsed because it's just 25 minutes up. It's right there where the landslide happened. So there, of course, we visited the spot some time back, and we saw that how the rescue operation is still underway. Because of the heavy rains, the wall collapsed. 16 people have died and rescue operation is still underway. And amongst the 16, 4 were minors, Afrida. So you can see the pain. The children here are losing lives. With the incidents that can really be averted. Secondly, we saw in Vikhroli also a house collapse and 7 people have lost their lives and several others injured. Similar in Chembur as well, 5 people have been injured and they have been taken for medical treatment. And the other incidents that you rightly spoke about for our viewers. But the biggest, of course, another concern is that the water supply also has been disrupted, Afrida, in few areas of Mumbai. Because of the excessive rainfall yesterday, the city's biggest water treatment plant in Bhandup, received a lot of water flooding, and due to that, the electricity supply had to cut off. The purification plant is not really working anymore. The filtration plant is not working anymore, and that is the reason since morning. People who really get regular water supply, they did not get, and even it's evening and the restoration process is still underway. BMC says it will take a couple of hours more. So the areas that have been really affected due to this is in the central side like Mulund, Bhandup, Chembur, even Ghatkopar for that matter, and in western, Malad, Goregaon, few areas of Andheri as well.
Yes, water disruption is happening, staying in one of those areas that you mentioned, we are facing that. So clearly, the Mumbaikars are hit very badly. First, water disruption can, of course, be extremely inconvenient, especially when you are not prepared for something like this. And then, like you mentioned, these kind of incidents that have led to the death of so many people. what is the reaction from the state government, from the BMC? Are they willing to accept that there are dilapidated structures which they have not taken care of? Wall collapse, building collapse incidents are happening with an alarming regularity this year as well.
Well, Afrida, remember the incident that we had covered of the Malad housing collapse? Similarly, at that point in time, the BMC very much, shrugged off their responsibility, saying that those were the illegal structures, and that is why notices were never sent to them, because it never was mentioned in the BMC's list. Because if those structures were legal, then definitely BMC would have sent them notices. Today's incident that was reported, similarly, in Chembur, where we visited, BMC claims that those were also the illegal structures, the kacha houses. I mean, one after the other, 1+2 story, structures that people have built over the years. And once, due to the heavy rains, and these structures and kacha houses are the first ones to collapse, and that is what exactly happened. So BMC is claiming that these are the illegal structures. But on the other hand, if you talk about the state government, Afrida, today at about 6 p.m. is what we understand, the Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray is going to chair a review meeting with the officials from the health department to understand the overall situation and obviously take a review of the rain-related incidents that have happened in the last 24 hours.
Yes, because it simply doesn't work to shirk off responsibility saying these are illegal structures. I mean, why were there no monitoring? Why were there no surveillance system to not allow those illegal structures to come up in the first place? We'll wait and see what the Chief Minister has to say later at 6 p.m. like you mentioned. Thanks, Disha, for joining us. NDRF personnel conduct rescue operations in Vikhroli, where 7 people have died after a house collapsed. Narrow lanes at the site have slowed down the rescue operations. Locals living nearby are now aiding officials who are sifting through rubble to take out those trapped in the debris.
The second incident took place in Mumbai's Vikhroli area, where at around 2:40 last night, a ground+1 structure, a house collapsed and fell on the nearby shanties, and unfortunately it has already claimed 7 lives. Now let me try and show around you how exactly this area looks. I'll just make an attempt because it is difficult. Now this is how congested this area is. This particular part of Vikhroli Suryanagar, this slum pocket is actually located on a mountain area on a height from the plain part of Vikhroli, and these lanes are extremely narrow. Barely 2 people can fit at the same time width-wise. So we can't even imagine how difficult it must have been for the authorities to conduct search and rescue operation here. One thing which I would like to highlight, that whenever access becomes a problem, especially in these cases, local people are always the key element when it comes to search and rescue operation. Here also, before the authorities could come, because we can understand how access is a problem here. So before the authorities came, local people managed to get the victims out and managed to take them downstairs to the point from where they could get an access to a 4-wheeler. Let me try and talk to some of the people who were a part of the rescue operation. Thanks a lot for speaking to us, sir. So I would like to understand, as the lanes are extremely narrow, the plain part is around a kilometer, you have to walk for at least 5 to 10 minutes to reach there. How did you guys manage to take the victims there?
So it happened like BMC guys take out dead bodies and they tie up into chaddars. And that chaddars, that BMC guys and fire brigade took them, walked them 5 to 10 minutes, and then ambulance was there. So in the morning, ambulance was also not there. The police called us and inquired us, can you help us for ambulance? Then we call our network and we arranged 2 ambulances that time. So that ambulance was also not able to come in this area. So this was the problem. So ambulance was 5 to 10 minutes walkable from this location.
This lot is actually, definition-wise, not a privileged lot. But despite that, and that factor did not stop them from helping their neighbors. These people, they gave away their bed sheets, which usually is a possession for people who are of this financial bracket. But they did not even think twice before helping their neighbors out. They did give their bed sheets to BMC, to the local people, so that they can make temporary stretchers, wrap the victims and take them near the ambulance. As I said, the search and rescue operation operation on these sites are still on, and it is feared that unfortunately there's a possibility that more people are trapped. In Mumbai, with camera person Rohit, this is Sandhya.
Well, moving on to Patna in Bihar, where a similar story of flooding is happening, and this is the second time in a month where after heavy rains, the city has witnessed multiple instances of waterlogging and flooding. Few hours of rain has exposed the sorry state of infrastructure in Patna. After the State Assembly, along with the city's VIP areas, also reported flooding. This has happened, like I said, for the second time in less than a month. Few hours of rain and the capital city is flooded once again. Drains in Patna are clogged and in fact, many have a problem of recurring floods in the city, many areas that is. Here's a report from the city of Patna.
With just few hours of heavy rainfall in Patna, and the entire city is waterlogged with Patna. Right now we are standing outside the Bihar Vidhan Mandal, which is the assembly building, and as you can see that the water has entered inside the campus of the Bihar Assembly. Now JCBs have been deployed there and civic workers have been deployed to flush out the waters, but clearly this shows the preparedness of the Patna Municipal Corporation and the department as well. Now it's just rained for few hours, just 1.5 hours, and the entire city, most of the parts of the city is waterlogged. Water has also entered in many posh areas of Patna. Now we had seen that even in the past, it seems that the government has not learned lessons from the past, because in the past we had seen that how there was waterlogging in Patna, there was a flood-like situation in Patna, and the government machinery had failed on all quarters. But despite that, the government has not learned a lesson, and today again, with just 1.5 hours of heavy rainfall, and water has entered inside the Bihar Assembly premises, in the bungalows of many ministers, in many localities and posh areas, and this clearly shows that how the civic authorities have failed to keep up to the promises they had made in the past after Patna had witnessed flood-like situation few years back. Right now you can clearly see that civic authorities and JCBs have been deployed here trying to flush out water from the assembly premises, and as you can see the scooties which have been coming in, you can clearly see, see for yourself the level of water which is there inside the Vidhan Sabha premises. The Patna Municipal Corporation and the Urban Development Ministry, everyone is helpless here trying to find out means to flush out water. Drains are clogged here, the drains are not properly cleaned, and that is the reason why whenever it rains for just hours, for an hour or so, entire city is waterlogged.